we set up. Yeah, man. How are you today? Outside at the moment it's quite. I actually haven't been outside. I'm waiting for deliveries. They keep promising. I'm still waiting. Is there a problem with post? Worldwide? You know, all these Christmas presents as well that are in the post. Will they get there for Christmas? I've got a project. What I want to get on with. And I can't do it without materials. And I had all the materials. I had everything. But it's been removed from us. But I've still got all my tools. I've got all the tools, which yeah, there's all sorts of things happen to me. Yeah, I will tell. I will tell you. I've got so many stories. But I want to keep this positive. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. I just thought, pop onto the 5 day. Yeah, so here I am. This is real for me. This is the my reality. I've got so much peace. I've got my lights. Can you see my lights? And why have I got my lights today? Is it because it's Christmas time? Is it because of Hanukkah, the festival of lights? Yeah, I'll tell you a story. When I was a little boy, my mother and father, they loved Christmas. Now, remember, I wasn't brought up with any religion, nothing. But my mother was very spiritual. My father was very spiritual. I didn't know the background of these two people until later on in my life, because they hid it from us. They did. Anyway, going back to my childhood. I had the most wonderful childhood. Christmas time. I didn't have a clue what Christmas is about. All I knew was the atmosphere was great, absolutely wonderful for quite a few weeks. And I wondered why. My mother used to say to me, right, we're going to make some, she was a good artist, we're going to make some decorations. I'm only little. I says, oh yeah, Mum. She says, I'm going to give you some scissors. You've got to be careful. I says, I'm careful, Mum. Let me go. Let me do it. She says, no. She says, I'm going to show you how to do it first. So we had all this paper, coloured paper. And we had to section it off and fold it and fold it and fold it. and I learned about numbers, and she would teach us as she was doing it. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5 4s, and then you spread it out, and then you cut the lines, you know. And then she said, now we're going to make loops, we're going to make a chain. I said, what's a chain? She says, it's a chain. She says, one will go into the other. I said, how are we going to do that, Mum? She says, I'm going to show you. So she showed us. And then we would hang them up. Make our own decorations. And then she would go to the woods, and she would get acorns. And she was very clever at putting decorations together. So clever. And she taught us how to make decorations. And that was all the fun of the Christmas. She didn't tell us what it was about or anything. I just knew it was a beautiful celebration. And at Christmas Day, well, we had the stairs, and they used to come down, and they used to say, no, you can't come downstairs until a certain time. I couldn't get to sleep. I heard them going up and down, coming out of the loft, coming down the stairs, and then I thought, I wonder what it's all about. And I had a time limit before I could get up. No earlier than 6 o'clock. No earlier than 6 o'clock. You don't get up before that, because your mum and dad will be in bed. Are you listening? I says, yes, Mum, yes, Mum. I couldn't get to sleep. I was ready. And, what time is it? I could tell the time. It was a little, one of these Mickey Mouse. She learned us how to tell the time at quite a good young age, you know. Learned us about numbers and not even known. Yeah. And she would make scarves at this time of year. And she said, what I've done, Joseph, I've gotten lots and lots of jumpers. I says, oh, all right. She says, now you're going to help me. I says, what have I got to do? She says, you've got to pull all the wool out. All the wool out. I says, oh, what are you going to do with that then? She says, well, I'm going to knit a beautiful jumper for you. All these different jumpers, all the wools. So I helped her put it, and I had a beautiful rainbow coloured jumper for Christmas. You know, pulled out wool. Oh yeah, and and she even showed us how to knit. She says it's like a cord, Joseph. It's like a cord. Knit pearl. She says we got to drop one and carry two. Drop two, carry one. Drop and so and so and so. Yeah, you have to remember the cord, you know. And I learned to knit. And then she says, can you knit with your fingers? And I says, because by that time it's school and doing art and all that stuff. And no, she says, I'll teach you. She says, you have this here, and you got as long as you just with your fingers. Yeah, I learned all that. And then she says, you know, your Nana? I says, yes. She says, she's got a set to make clipping mats. I says, clipping mats? She says, oh yes. She says, all the things that people throw away. She says, we can make clipping mats. I says, oh, all right. She says, let's go up and see your grandma, and she'll show us how to do it. So I went up to and she showed us how to do it. And you got have this hook and you pull it down and you tie it and it's a piece of cloth. It's a clippy mat. But they last for years and years, and if you're clever, you can make them really nice. Oh yes. Not just the old ones that are just, you can make them actually nice. Clippy mats. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you a little story about Christmas and how with very little, we had very little, but we had a lot. Because my mother and father were so clever. So clever. My father was a builder. And my mother, she would be like an entrepreneur with everything that was brought in. She would turn what people would throw away into something incredible. Oh yes. She was so clever. And I learned everything from my mother. I did. And my grandmother, of course, she taught us a lot. Oh yeah. My grandmother taught us that. She was sort of gypsy. One of my grandmothers, the other grandmother was Jewish, but hidden, and so you had Gypsy and Joe, and very similar, because the families got together through the marriage, and they were very similar, very similar. My Graham side, so that's the surname. My Graham side knew all the ancestry. Oh yes, because he used to throw hints at me. He used to say, you fucking dad's a fucking Jew, man. He's a fucking Jew. He's the money. He's the guy with the money. He likes the fucking I thought, Jew. No. And then I had other things as well. And that's a little story. There's many stories, so many. But what am I on about today? Christmas spirit. The point is, you can have a Christmas spirit. You don't have to, I didn't know what the Christmas was about. I just knew that this spirit, whatever it was beautiful. And we had very little, but we made a lot from little. Yeah. And it was such a wonderful time. Hanukkah, the festival of lights. We always had lights, candles. It was such a wonderful, wonderful spirit. So that spirit, that wonderful spirit, was passed on to me. And then as time went on, you learn at school about, Christmas and Hanukkah, and then you learn about all sorts of things in your career, what you're placed in. I was placed in construction. And I learned all the construction, every one. My father set us off, taught us the first steps. Yeah. I was only a little boy, young boy, and I was up building with him, doing builder's work. very young age. And I wondered why it pushed us into, it was chosen. It's as if I had no choice. It was chosen for us, the career that I ended up in. I was pleased because I learned a lot. I learned about architecture, I learned about numbers, figures, weights, measures, levels, materials, how to mix materials, how to place things in positions so they catch the sun. All eventually of a high-tech kind of knowledge that came. Not knowing who I was, not knowing where my family was, who my family was, where they're from, were all hidden. And there was a reason, of course. There was a reason. It might look warm in here, but actually, that's not. I've got no heating, so. The spirit. The spirit. We, talking about spirit, the last video I was doing was to do with the 7 spirits of our Father, which gets passed on to his Son, and in turn gets passed on to the 144,000. This spirit of the 144,000, it is based on love. Yeah, it's a frequency. Now, a lot of you know about frequencies. Yeah. Let's call it because it sounds like human frequencies. Now, this were based on a magnet. It's frequencies. Frequencies are, what are frequencies? Not many people understand this. A frequency is like hertz. Hertz can be measured, right? So you get spikes. And why do you get spikes? Because it's the human. It's the human as a collective. Lights. Light. Now, it's the spirit. The spirit suddenly gets lit up with a thought, which is like Hanukkah of lights, the celebration, the frequency, the spirit of love and joy and peace that's come in. Many will say, that's a pagan date. And forget about the beautiful frequency that can come in on that date. For Hanukkah, the date was started, 18th. It continues on. It's the 25th. What a wonderful spirit. Our Jewish brothers, if they're vibrating Hanukkah, yeah, what a beautiful spirit that is. Yeah, beautiful spirit. Much like the Christmas spirit. Yeah, man. Is it all tied in? Is it perhaps all tied in? You see, when when we come to this point, at this time juncture of Christmas time, what happens to the sun? Think about it. You've got the level plane, you're looking out with the stars. You've got the level plane, right? That level plane is all to do with the magnet. I'm going to show you something, if you're still here. A program that will bring light to you because you've been told a lie. I am here with my Father's blessing, because why? My whole motive is to glorify my Father first. And you'll understand why. Makes no sense to not connect to Father. And at this period of time, people's frequency, some are getting this beautiful frequency. Let's forget about all this pagan stuff. It's the frequency, the spirit that we look at. Is it good? Yeah, man. So let's not condemn those who celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah. Why? Why condemn something that brings in a beautiful spirit? Was it not all prophesied in the beginning? How long's the sun? How often does it happen? It dies for 3 days. The sun, it doesn't go above. So it dies. Dies. 3 days after the 25th. Isn't it strange that this happens in the skies? Is that perhaps a sign? The frequencies that you really should get to understand that light comes in the 25th, a resurrection of the sun. And it starts rising, rising, rising from that point on, rising until it gets to its peak in the summer. Yeah. Wow. December the 25th. Yeah, man. So, it's a celebration of a birth after the 25th. A rebirth. A brand new start. Yeah, man. You're getting the spirit. You're getting the spirit. Now, I'm here to bring this beautiful spirit in right now. Getting up on that Christmas day. Oh, the joy. If you've never experienced it, you will. You will. Release all this shit and enjoy the occasion for what it is. a good spirit of rebirth. Did you know? Maybe a lot of people don't realise this. Everybody's waiting for Yeshua to come back. Let's say it did. He's going to have to go back in the flesh, isn't he? Otherwise that wouldn't be right. What kind of spirit would he have? What kind of spirit would he have? A spirit of love, a spirit of peace. Father, what is love? What is love, Father? Yeah. Some people misunderstand our Father. They think, why has he allowed this to happen to me? Why did you allow that to happen? I feel justified. What we want to do is bring in the 144,000, you beautiful brothers and sisters. You've been born again, just like the sun, right? Light. The light comes in. You know why you're here. It is bringing the kingdom. That kingdom within, that Yeshua brings, that he brought 2,000 years ago. It was standing in their midst, and they couldn't see it. Blinded by what's going on around them. So many viruses that are willing to attack my Father's beautiful children. Yes, he says it. Do you know something? You may not realise this. If you are truly connected to Father, truly connected as a son or a daughter, in the most beautiful way, yeah. If you, let me put it this way, is there anyone or anything, a brother, a sister, a mother, a dog, a cat, a horse, that you so dearly love, and one day you see the most brutal treatment. You're not able to get there. You see it through a window. How would you feel? And you can't get there. But you see it all. If you've got true love, what reaction would you have? Go on, you tell me. Well, I know of a guy, I better not mention his name,